Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you from San Antonio Police Department. I'm going to play the entirety of this video, and then I will hit rewind and talk about things that are going on in the video, things that I think were done right and or wrong. Without further ado, here we go.
My name is Mariah Medina. I'm the Public Affairs Manager for the San Antonio Police Department. This critical incident video release is intended to provide you with information as the department currently understands it about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the 2300 block of Castroville Road on June 3rd. San Antonio Police Lieutenant Michelle Ramos will walk you through 911 audio and body-worn camera relevant to the facts of this incident as we know them so far. Content of this video may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
On June 3rd, just after midnight, dispatchers received the following two calls.
San Antonio 911, do you need police, fire, EMS? Lynn, how may I help you?
Hello?
911 police?
I was going, hey,
Hello?
there's a guy who's outside of the Family Dollar.
What's the address to Family Dollar?
It's 36 in Castroville. He's outside, he has a gun in his backpack and he keeps flashing at me and he has a big ass knife. And he's out there drinking.
What does he look like?
He's Hispanic, he has like a windbreaker and a camel pants. He's right out there, he's screaming and he's drinking. And he's got a big knife.
Are you still there?
No, I already left. He has a big knife and he has a gun in his bag and he showed me it.
Okay, did he present the gun or the knife to
Yes,
you?
he did. But then he put it back in his backpack.
Okay, did he take the gun and the knife out towards you?
The knife's in his hip, but he had the gun out and pointed it at me.
The gun, he did point the gun at you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is he white, black, or Hispanic male?
He's Hispanic.
About how old? 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s?
Probably 20.
20s. What
And
color
he's
clothing?
bald.
Bald? What color clothing?
And he has a windbreaker, like a blue
What color?
one.
Blue?
And then probably like a navy blue. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And camel shorts.
One moment. Camel color or khaki color?
Like camel.
Camel? Shorts, he said.
All right.
Is he drunk? I guess he's been drinking out there?
I think he has. He's drinking a beer.
Okay. And he pointed the gun at you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. How long ago was that? Just now?
Say it again?
When did that happen? Just now?
I gotta go, but he's out there at the Family Dollar.
San Antonio 911, this is Christina. Do you need police, fire, or EMS?
Yeah, I just called about this guy at the Family Dollar.
Okay.
He's still sitting out there.
Okay. Is he the one with the gun?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Looks like
Well, he has that backpack. He put it back on his back. I just drove by.
Okay. Did you want to speak with officers?
No, I do not. He has a really big knife, though.
A knife or a gun?
It was shortly after the caller disconnected the second call that officers arrived at the Family Dollar in the 2300 block of Castroville Road. Officers saw the suspect, identified as Colton Chavez, outside the store carrying a backpack. Officers began shouting commands to Chavez.
Hey, let me see your hands.
See your hands.
Let me see your hands.
Let me see your hands, bro.
Let me see your hands. Hey, stop reaching.
Chavez is seen dropping the backpack before retrieving a long knife from his waistband and walking towards officers.
Drop it, bro.
Drop the knife.
Drop it, bro. Put it down.
Hey, bro, just drop it, bro. We don't want to have to shoot you, bro. Drop it.
Put it down, dude. Put it down.
Chavez continues to advance toward officers who walk backward in order to keep a safe distance.
Put it down.
I'm here to help you, bro.
Officers are also heard continuing de-escalation efforts. Chavez is then seen charging at officers, prompting 3 officers to open fire. Here is another view of the suspect charging at officers.
Hey, bro, just drop it, bro. You don't want to have to shoot you, bro. That's all right, bro. Hey, I'm here to help you, bro. What's your name? What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Put it down, dude.
Down.
Put it down. Come on this way, Sylvester. Put it down.
I'm here to help you, bro. I want to talk to you.
Put it down, bro.
Put it down.
We want to help you.
Somebody got left lethal?
Chavez was taken to University Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. It was later determined that Chavez made the 2 phone calls to 911 and described himself to the call taker. Officers did not locate a firearm.
Investigations into deadly force are comprehensive and can take over a year. A reminder, this is our current understanding of the situation and could change as investigators gather more information. The San Antonio Police Department does not make any determinations as to whether procedures were followed until all facts are known. All officer-involved shootings are forwarded to the Bexar County District Attorney's Office for review. As of this publication, the investigation remains ongoing.
Is he still there?
Yeah. You got it.
Light him up.
Hey, let me see your hands.
Just your hands.
Let me see your hands.
Let me see your hands, bro.
Let me see your hands. Hey, stop reaching. Get your hands up, bro. Hey.
Drop it.
Drop it, bro.
Drop the knife.
Drop it, bro. Put it down.
Hey, bro, just drop it, bro. We don't want to have to shoot you, bro.
Put it down, dude. Put it down. Come on this way, Sylvester. Put it
I'm
down.
here to help you, bro. I want to talk to you.
Put it down, bro.
Put it down.
We want to help you. Somebody got left lethal?
Hey, bro, just drop it, bro. We don't want to have to shoot you, bro. That's all right, bro. Hey, I'm here to help you, bro. What's your name? What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Put it down, dude.
Down.
Put it down. Come on this way, Sylvester. Put it down.
I'm here to help you, bro. I want to talk to you.
Put it down, bro.
Put it down.
We want to help you. Somebody got left lethal?
Castroville, copy, just keep your distance.
Okay, so hit that replay, go into the unnarrated part of the video, drop that volume. All right, so from watching this video, we know that this is a suicide by police type of incident. Now, for these officers going into it, they didn't know that. This individual set the situation up to make them think that something else was going on. He made the 911 call himself, basically, described himself to the 911 dispatcher and made the police think that this was anything but a suicide by police type of incident. I would suspect that he did this way because I would suspect that he probably had a suspicion that if they responded to this incident with the mindset that they could be dealing with a suicidal person, that they might respond differently. And he may have had the mindset that if he sets it up like this, the police would respond in a manner where they would be more likely to be, quote unquote, ready to fight. But that's just, of course, my assumptions on this dude's actions. I don't know what the statistics are for suicide by police, but it happens a lot, and it really sucks because the majority of police officers can go their entire career and never have to shoot anyone. When the police do have to end up shooting people, it's either the suicide by police stuff that goes on, or like it's legit, like real bad guy criminals trying to kill them, or bad guy criminals trying to kill other people, and police have to intervene. And I would say it's easier for those individual officers to cope with what they've done when they have to use deadly physical force against a legit bad guy who is trying to harm them or harm others. When it comes to suicide by police, that makes it even harder on those individual officers when they have to live with the fact that they killed someone who was not a legit bad guy. It was a person in some type of mental distress, and they will. I'd imagine a lot of these officers beat themselves up mentally after the fact. They may dwell on what they had to do and beat themselves up mentally and do the what if game. What if I did this? What if I did that? Well, if we done this differently, we could have saved this guy. And that's what I think about when it comes to these incidents, is these officers being forced into these positions to have to use deadly physical force against someone, and them having to deal with that after the fact. I think it's much harder on those people than the officers who have to use deadly physical force against legit bad guys. So, mental health is a problem, especially in this country, and everyone's going to be offended by something. Especially now, the year 2021. I think just if you look at someone differently, people are going to be offended. So I know, without a doubt, I am going to offend a lot of people when I say this. But these people who do suicide by police and force the police to do this stuff, they're fucking assholes. No other way of saying it. They're fucking assholes. They may have some problems. They're mentally sick, but to basically force a good person, a good law-abiding person, into having to kill you because you're too chicken shit to do it yourself, they're assholes. There, I said it. Go ahead and flame me all you want, you haters. Now, going into the response to this, from watching the video, and now, granted, it doesn't show all of the video all of the videos, really. So I'm sure there's got to be some in-car cameras that were rolling. Someone had to have gotten there first. I don't suspect that all. It looked like, it's hard to say. It looks like you see 4 vehicles, maybe 5. I highly doubt that all 5 or all 4 just rolled in all at once. So someone had to have gotten there first, and we don't see the very, very, very beginning of this entire incident. So it's hard to say, what was done and what was not done. But from what we see in the video, it appears to me that there is not one person who is easily identifiable as being in charge of this incident. Does not appear to be any type of incident commander going on here. And I say that because you don't have someone who is taking on this leadership role, someone who is calling out shots. And if there was a person who would have taken that role, the one to organize the team, then things could have been done just slightly different. While this guy was standing at the front of the business, a team leader could have went ahead and designated someone as less lethal and already get them set up to deploy either pepper spray or taser or whatever before this guy got too close to them. We don't see until later, when this guy gets to about right in here, do we hear anyone say anything about less lethal? And the officer from one of these camera views asks, if anyone's got less lethal. So I think that the less lethal could have been put into play a lot sooner had there been someone who was more or less a team leader, incident commander, whatever you want to term it. Each agency, of course, has different less lethals. Some agencies, they get to have the 40 millimeter launchers with the foam rounds. Some use the shotguns with the bean bags in them. Not every agency is going to have those. I have no idea if this particular agency has anything like that. But they had multiple officers there, and if someone was going to be in charge of those people there, they could have designated one person to be taser and another person to potentially be the less lethal shotgun, or if they had the grenade launcher, someone to be manning that. But we didn't see any of that go on. And like I said, that's what leads me to believe that there was no one sort of in charge of this scene. Now, if they could have, put people on those less lethal devices, there's still a chance that there would have been a lethal shooting at the end of this. Because tasers are not always 100% effective, nor are the 12 gauge beanbags or even the 40 millimeter launchers. There's quite a few videos out there where police will shoot someone with a 12 gauge beanbag and it really doesn't affect them. And there's videos of police shooting people with the 40 millimeter launchers, and some of it doesn't have an effect on anyone. But I think that if there would have been someone in charge and they could have had those things in place, then being able to utilize those things before going to lethal force could end up helping these officers later on with combating that what if tug of war game that they would play in their head. What if I did this? What if I did that? And I think that would be probably the more beneficial thing with using those devices to help those officers with that mental fight that they're going to end up having after this. Now, if those less lethal options would have worked, then great. These officers would have been spared on having to use deadly physical force, and this guy would survive and get treatment, and hopefully get successful treatment. Um, the the vehicles in place, I have no idea, of course, if these officers have locked their vehicles or not. And even at this point, they may be one or two maybe suspecting that this could be suicide by police. Who knows? There's obviously no after action reviews or anything like that from any of the officers or anything like that. But I'm hoping that all these car doors are locked, because if this guy wasn't suicidal and he was just um, being aggressive or whatever, he could have very easily jumped into one of the vehicles if they had been left up unlocked, and that surprisingly happens a lot. Police or people stealing police vehicles. Um, as far as what we see from all these officers, here goes my rifle rant. It does not appear to me as though any of them have a rifle out, and all of these officers have knowingly responded to a call involving a person with a weapon who has shown aggressiveness and hostility towards other people. So one of these, if not all of these officers, should have had a rifle out. And like I said, it does not appear as though any of the ones we can see have rifles. And that is one of my biggest gripes when it comes to these officer involved shooting videos, is the police just don't get their rifles out as much as they should. So the beginning of this video, the person or this person who called 911 said that the guy had a gun. These officers should have, knowing that they were going to a call involving a person with a gun who's been pointing at other people, got a rifle out. Pistol ammunition just sucks. There's really no other way to say it. It just sucks compared to rifle rounds. Rifle rounds stop fights for sure. The only reason we carry pistols on us is because they are a hell of a lot more convenient and comfortable than carrying a rifle. You can carry a holstered pistol for 12, 16 hours out of the day, and it doesn't really affect you a whole lot. Now, it plus all the other crap on your belt over time can cause some issues in that career, but overall, it's a hell of a lot easier to carry a pistol on you all damn day than it is to carry a rifle on you all day. You carry a rifle for 2 hours out of the day, you are going to notice that rifle. And plus, rifles, they get in the way, depending on how you wearing it and everything. You could be knocking things off of desks if you turn around too quickly, and the muzzle would hit stuff, banging in the door frames, banging in the hallway, hitting the walls, whatever. It's just way more convenient and comfortable to carry pistols. But pistols, the ammunition, it just sucks. There's time and time again where people get shot with pistols and they survive. Now, granted, there are some people who've been shot with rifles and they survived, but you just don't see that happen very often, or as much as you do with the pistols. So if you're responding to a call where there's potential to have gunplay, and definitely if you're going to a call where it's been reported that someone has produced a weapon of some sort, and are acting aggressive and hostile, then you should definitely deploy that rifle when you get out, instead of relying on a pistol that does not have always a very high quote unquote success rate in stopping the threat, or giving great lethal incapacitation. So I would have liked to have seen a rifle from these guys. Other than that, I mean, there's not much else to say about this video. I think this was an incident where, from the legal aspect of it, it's a good shoot. These guys, they didn't violate this dude's rights in any way. They used deadly physical force properly. And, you know, really the only person that you could say that is at fault in this situation is the guy who wanted to die, the guy who forced their hand. And as I said, it sucks, it's unfortunate, but this guy, he brought it upon himself. That's what he wanted. Not much else to say about this video. If you like what you see in here, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson with Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.